Hello to all. You are most welcome in one more video of Anvita Kumal. In this video, we will know about directive principles of state policy. Articles 36 to 51 under Part 4th of the Constitution of India. Parts 1st, 2nd and 3rd have been discussed in details. In previous videos, I suggest you should watch our previous videos to connect with this video better. So let's start. The directive principles of state policy given in part 4 are a unique feature of our constitution. The idea of the DPSPs was taken from the Constitution of Ireland. In India, the basic inspiration for the directive principle came from the concept of a welfare state. These principles aim at ensuring socio-economic justice to the people. The DPSPs consist of all the ideals which the state or country should follow and keep in mind while making laws and policies for the country. These principles are not enforceable by law and non-justiciable. The directive principles are positive in nature while fundamental rights given in Part 3 are negative. Unlike fundamental rights, the scope of the directive principles is limitless and it protects the right of citizens. The directive principle under Part 4 can be classified into three groups such as socialist, Gandhian and liberal. Articles 38, 39, 41, 42, 43, 43A, 47 consist socialist principles. Articles 40, 43, 43B, 46, 47, 48 consist Gandhian principle. Article 44, 45, 48, 48A, 49, 50, 51 consist liberal principle. Article 36 definition. In this part, the state has the same meaning as in part 3rd. Article 37 application of the principles contained in this part. Article 37 says that the provisions given in this part shall not be enforceable by any court, but Article 37 also declares that the directive principles are fundamental in the governance of the country and that it shall be the duty of the state or country to apply these principles in making laws. In the Constituent Assembly, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar had said it is the intention of the Assembly that in future the government should not merely pay lip service to these principles, but they should be made the basis of all executive and legislative action that may be taken in the matter of the governance of the country. Article 38 state to secure a social order for the promotion of welfare of the people. Article 38, which is the keystone or the core of the directive principle, says that the state or country shall strive to promote the welfare of the people by securing and protecting as effectively as it may a social order in which justice, social, economic, and political shall inform all the institutions of national life. The state shall strive to minimize the inequalities in income and endeavor to remove inequalities in status, facilities, and opportunities. Article 39 certain principle of policy to be followed by the state. According to Article 39, the state shall direct its policy in such a manner as to secure that all men and women have the right to an adequate means of livelihood. The ownership and control of material resources shall be organized in a manner to serve the common good. The state shall avoid concentration of wealth in a few hands, equal pay for equal work for both men and women, the protection of the strength and health of the workers, childhood and youth shall not be exploited. The children are given opportunities, facilities to develop in a healthy manner and in conditions of freedom and dignity. Article 39A, Equal Justice and Free Legal Aid. Article 39A was inserted or added by the 42nd Constitution Amendment Act 1976. According to this article, the state shall secure that the operation of the legal system promote justice and provide free legal aid to the poor. Article 40, Organization of Village Panchayats. Article 40 says that the state or country shall take steps to organize village panchayats and give them such powers and authority to enable them to function as units of self-government. Article 41, Right to work, right to education and right to public assistance in certain cases. Article 41 says that the state shall make effective provision for securing the right to work, right to education and right to public assistance in cases of unemployment, old age, sickness and disablement, etc. Article 42, Provision for just and humane condition of work and maternity relief. Article 42 says that the state or country shall make provision for securing just and humane condition of work and for maternity relief. Article 43, Living wage, etc. for workers. Article 43 says that the state shall endeavor to secure to all workers work, living wage, decent standard of life. Article 43A, Participation of workers in management of industries. Article 43A says that the state shall take steps to secure the participation of workers in the management of industries. This article was inserted or added by 42nd Constitution Amendment Act 1976. Article 43B, Promotion of Cooperative Societies. Article 43B says that the state shall strive to promote voluntary formation, autonomous functioning, democratic control and professional management of cooperative societies. This article was inserted or added by the 97th Constitution Amendment Act 2011. Article 44, Uniform Civil Code for the Citizens. Article 44 says that the state shall endeavor to secure for the citizen a uniform civil code throughout the territory of India. There has been a big controversy regarding a uniform civil code given in Article 44 in the Constituent Assembly. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was strongly in favor of a uniform code. In S.R. Bomme versus Union of India, case 1994, the Supreme Court upheld the legislative power of Parliament to reform personal laws and urged the government to enact a uniform civil code to promote national integration. The UCC would provide one law for the entire nation, including all religions, in their personal matters such as marriage, divorce, inheritance, adoption, etc. On February 7, 2024, the Uttarakhand Assembly passed the UCC bill and became the first state in independent India to pass a law that proposed common rule for all citizens. Before independence, in 1867, Portuguese introduced UCC in Goa. Article 45 Provision for early childhood care and education to children below the age of 6 years. This article was replaced by the 86th Constitution Amendment Act 2002. Article 45 says that the state shall endeavour to provide early childhood care and education for all children below the age of 6 years. Originally, Article 45 provided for free and compulsory education for all children up to the age of 14. But 86th Amendment Act made education a fundamental right for children of 6 to 14 years by adding or inserting a new Article 21A. Article 46 Promotion of educational and economic interest of scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other weaker sections. Article 46 says that the state shall promote the educational and economic interest of the weaker section of the people, and in particular the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes, and shall protect them from social injustice and all forms of exploitation. Article 47 Duty of the state to raise the level of nutrition and the standard of living and to improve public health. Article 47 says that the state shall raise the level of nutrition and the standard of living of people. State shall also prohibit and ban consumption of intoxicating drinks and drugs that are injurious to health. Article 48 Organization of Agriculture and Animal Husbandry. Article 48 says that the state shall strive to organize agriculture and animal husbandry on modern and scientific lines, and also take steps for improving the breeds. Article 48A Protection and improvement of environment and safeguarding of forest and wildlife. This article was inserted or added by the 42nd Constitution Amendment Act 1976. Article 48A says that the state shall strive to promote and improve the environment and to safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. Article 49 Protection of monuments and places and objects of national importance. Article 49 says that it shall be the obligation or duty of the state to protect every monument or place or object of historic importance or interest from spoliation, disfigurement, destruction, removal, disposal, or export. Article 50 Separation of judiciary from executive. Article 50 says that the state shall take steps to separate the judiciary from the executive in the public service of the state. Article 51 Promotion of international peace and security. Article 51 says that the state shall endeavour to promote international peace and security, maintain just and honorable relations between nations, foster respect for international law and treaty obligation in the dealings of organized peoples with one another, and encourage settlement of international disputes by arbitration. It has to be remembered that international treaties too do not automatically become part of the national law. These have to be adopted by legislation. This comes under the jurisdiction of the Union under Article 253. The relationship between the preamble, the fundamental rights, and the directive principle of state policy. Now, we will discuss the relationship between the preamble, the fundamental rights, and the directive principle. As we know that the preamble, the fundamental rights, and the directive principle are all integral parts of the same constitutional base. They are all equally important and have to be read with each other. The purpose of the fundamental rights is to create an egalitarian society to free all citizens from restriction by society and to make liberty available for all. The purpose of the directive principle is to fix certain social and economic goals for immediate attainment through a non-violent revolution. Through such a social revolution, the Constitution seeks to fulfill the basic needs of the common men and to change the structure of our society. It aims at making the Indian public free in the positive sense. The emphasis in the entire scheme of the Constitution is on building an egalitarian society and on the concept of socio-economic justice. The fundamental rights and the directive principle together constituted the soul of the Constitution. They complement and supplement each other. The directive principle represent a dynamic move towards a certain objective. The fundamental rights represent something static to preserve certain rights which exist